Good morning, everyone. Madrigals, would you please come take your spots, please? Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise? Graduates, please rise. Gentlemen, take your caps off for the singing of our national anthem. Good morning. Mr. Witt, Board of Education members, students, faculty, staff, parents, and friends watching via live stream, welcome to everyone to today's celebration. A celebration of what has been, but much more importantly, a celebration of what is yet to come. I see before me on this field, Panther Stadium, more than 100 outstanding young people poised and prepared to do whatever it is they set their mind on and dedicate themselves to accomplishing. I am confident in them and in their readiness. I know that they are amazing young women and young men because they've left so much of themselves, their imprint on our beloved school. The resiliency and academic tenacity that they've shown over the last 4 years is nothing short of amazing. Consider what they have had to endure with a pandemic and whatnot. Today, these seniors are joined in celebration by just a few of the men and women who helped guide them along their journey. Several of our Woodland Park School District teachers and faculty who have worked with these young people throughout their entire time in Woodland Park School District are with us today. Would you please join me in recognizing the excellence of these teachers, staff members, and administrators that provide each and every day to these students in our school the most noble profession in the world. But today is about the students that you see in front of me. And our hearts are full to see them here all together for the last time. To see them here prepared and ready for what life has in store. We know that we pushed them. We pushed them hard, sometimes harder than they wanted us to, but they rose to the occasion. At each obstacle and at each new goal, they rose to meet the challenges that we set before them. And just in about an hour, they will have achieved the lofty status of graduate. You know, it's been the goal for them the last 13 years. It's been out there on the horizon. It's been visible for some of them and invisible for others. For many of our seniors, tonight was a foregone conclusion because it was a part of who they always were going to be. For others, though, only known to them, the trials and tribulations along their personal pathway would have brought several of us to our knees. For you that have overcome the things that only you know, we salute you and your personal resilience and your personal dedication and your commitment to making sure that this happened in your life. If you look up the word graduation in the dictionary, you'll see that it refers to the awarding of a degree or a diploma. Of course, it's a synonym for commencement. But if you look closely at each word, neither of those is a synonym for completion or finish or end. In fact, it's quite the opposite. These ceremonies have always reminded me to challenge those sitting in front of me that today's reference is just a beginning, this new chapter in your life. Whether or not you choose to go to a college or university, to the military, to a technical school, or straight into your career, it doesn't matter. If your success from this point can be guaranteed if you remember that you have it inside of you, within you to do whatever you want to do. You have it in you to ignore the easy excuses that life will offer and the easy excuses that others will offer you. You have it in you to overcome any challenge. You have it within you to achieve beyond your circumstances or beyond your current dreams. Now, since we haven't quite finished yet with you for a few more minutes, I'd like to offer you my personal challenge. And since I know you have it in you to meet it. I challenge you to make a difference in your world, to make a difference in creating a world that you can be proud to leave to others. I challenge you to use your talents and not let them be wasted. I challenge you to think for yourself. I challenge you to do more than your fellow man, because you're made more than your fellow man. I challenge you to do more for your fellow man than he does for you. You go right ahead and do what I know you can do. You set the example for the rest of the world to follow. I challenge you to challenge each other and do not settle for mediocrity, because Woodland Park Panthers never settle for mediocrity. I challenge you to mean more to someone. And I challenge you to love more deeply, to be slow to anger, to be quick with compassion, and to make peace on earth a reality. To the families out there, thank you from the bottom of our heart for trusting your children with us. We thank you for the investment that each of you made in their lives. We thank you for the incredible sacrifices that you all made to get your fine young people to this place today. Now, how about we enjoy the rest of the ceremony before us? It is my great pleasure. It's my great pleasure to introduce Assistant Principal Ms. Cindy Gannon to recognize our dignitaries.
Well, good morning and congratulations, class 2023. Woo! My name is Cindy Gannon, Assistant Principal, and I have the honor of introducing our guests. If we would hold our applause to the end, and then that way we can welcome all of them together. Next to the stage, we have our choir director, Mr. Jeff Hemmingson, our honored staff, Mr. Andrew Papadakis, Mr. Chris Becker, Mr. Bill Brown, Mr. Ryan Slocum, and our guest speaker, Miss Melissa Yeyer. Members of the Board of Education, Ms. Suzanne Patterson, Ms. Cassie Kimbrell, Mr. David Illingworth, Mr. Mick Bates, Superintendent Mr. Ken Witt, Principal Mr. Kevin Burr, Assistant Principal Ms. Karen Hamlow, Chief Academic Officer Ms. Kim Moore, and Panther Academy Administrator Mr. Tom Torrance. Lastly, I would like to also recognize our district and staff office in attendance this morning. Thank you.
Nicely done. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, a point of personal privilege for just a moment. I want to take about 1 minute here to recognize somebody who's going to be leaving our district soon. Everything that you see before you today was made possible by Ron Stone. Ron? Ron's the guy behind the scenes every morning that it snows. He's up at 2:30 in the morning. He's the one helping get our parking lots cleared and our students safe. But Ron, you're going to be missed. Thank you so much for what you've meant to our school district. And now back to the program. It is my great privilege and honor to welcome to the stage our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Ken Witt.
Well, first and foremost, congratulations. The memory of this day, the recognition of this milestone will not soon fade for you. Thank you, teachers and staff of Woodland Park Schools, for investing so much into our students. Your efforts empower these students to be here on this day so profound in each of their lives. And thank you, parents and families who have supported and guided these students. Recognize, too, 2023 class of Woodland Park, that it is not the efforts of those around you that will chart your course. Your future, your success lies entirely within your own grasp. You are each a unique and precious individual who should be proud of the accomplishments and effort that you bring to this day. While many aided and instructed along the way, it is your personal commitment, study, and perseverance that have brought you here. Celebrate today, and tomorrow, be brave to pursue the opportunities that life offers and resolute to face the challenges that will accompany. Today, you set sail for new horizons, and I am confident that there will be great joy in your discovery of the life ahead. Best wishes for your bright future.
At this time, those district staff parents who had previously arranged to hand their student a diploma should make their way to the fence line to meet up with Ms. Kleppe. A new tradition began in 2017. The RE2 Woodland Park School District Board of Education made a policy change regarding recognition of distinction related to the top performing students in a graduating class. The board adopted the Latin honor system with honor rankings based on 3 tiers: summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude. A task force of graduates from the class of 2020 was commissioned to design the selection process for graduation speakers to begin with the class of 2021. The student created policy established that the top honor students would submit short statements to the group on why they should be considered to write a graduation speech. Of the statements submitted, the top 5 would be chosen to submit a speech for consideration to the administration. The administration would then choose the 2 speeches that best represented the class as a whole. We have followed this protocol. And now I have the great privilege of introducing 2 students who walked into our Woodland Park schools as kindergartners, and in an hour from now will walk out of this school as graduates. Both are deeply committed to the incredible community that we have. They have challenged themselves beyond comfort and served others continuously through their civic organizations. Seemingly, they were everywhere, attending ball games as players and fans, picking up trash, bandaging wounds in the athletic training room, managing teams of people, and spending time with friends. Our first speaker will be Michaela Newcomb. She finds inspiration by the words of philosopher William James. The greatest discovery of my generation is that human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind. Michaela has certainly put this discipline to work as she has pursued her lofty goals. She has participated in soccer, cross country, and Knowledge Bowl. She has served others through countless volunteer hours in Beta Club, National Honor Society, Sports Medicine Club, and Key Club. And she has done all of this while a member of our school's student leadership team. This year, she serves as our executive president of Woodland Park High School. After graduation, Michaela will head off to Grand Canyon University to pursue a degree in nursing or biology. Our next speaker will be Avery Larson. She is inspired by the words of American singer and songwriter Vivian Green. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning to dance in the rain. Her favorite memories from high school consist of supporting the football team as manager, playing basketball with her sister, and spending time in the athletic training room. Her civic organizations are Beta Club, National Honor Society, and the Sports Medicine Club. As a sports medicine intern, she spent countless hours helping athletes overcome and prevent further injury in the athletic training room, which confirmed her desire to pursue a degree in athletic training from Carthage College. Woodland Park, I present 2 of our own, Michaela and Avery.
Okay, good morning, class of 2023. Okay, so before I speak to you all, I want to introduce somebody very special. So as executive president of the Woodland Park High School Student Council, I have the honor of introducing our keynote speaker today. As a class, we had the opportunity to vote on the teachers we wanted to represent us today. Miss Melissa Yar was the top voted staff member from our high school this year, and I believe there are a couple reasons for this. First of all, Melissa came here the year we started high school as freshmen, so we are the first class she has gotten to be with our entire high school career. But more importantly, Miss Melissa is our athletic trainer. For those of us who have had the honor of getting to know her, we know that she is there for us in our roughest moments in sports and is ready to help us recover. Personally, I have spent a lot of time with Melissa as I've battled through my own season-ending injuries throughout my high school career, and I've been able to get to know her very well over my years of high school. She is so deserving, and I'm so happy that I was able to spend so much time with her throughout my high school career. So without further ado, please give a warm welcome to Miss Melissa Yar.
Good morning. Thank you, Michaela. I want to first start by saying thank you to the parents and families that are here today that have supported these students and helped them get to the seats they're in right now, pushing them, encouraging them, and being their support system on a daily basis. I also want to acknowledge the teachers and staff that have been here and being the leaders in getting them to the finish line we are here to celebrate. The countless hours that have been put into their education and shaping them into good humans does not go unnoticed. The behind-the-scenes work and time you spend to help them in and out of the classroom is also a celebration today, and we appreciate you. For those of you that do not know me, I am the athletic trainer here at Woodland Park High School, and this year, a new teacher. That means I spend my time every day with every athletic team we have here, and I am lucky enough to spend my day with students, caring for them, teaching them, taking them out before practice, and often being a place they can hang out after school, usually avoiding their coaches. Over the last few weeks, I have been racking my brain on what it would be that I say to you today. I asked my coworkers for advice on what direction to take, but more importantly, I asked the students. Since you are all responsible for me speaking here today by voting for me in this role, jokingly or not, here I am. When I asked the students what I should speak about, you all overwhelmingly told me, Miss Melissa, please do not get up there and read cliche quotes about overcoming success, the next chapters of our lives, or anything cliche like that. But then I thought to myself, you guys, that's pretty much a commencement speech. What else is there left to talk to you about? So today I will give you cliche quotes, but not about making it here or the journey you're about to embark on, but about failure. About the struggles in these next chapters and how it's okay to be a failure in those chapters. For any of the students or athletes that have spent time in my office or have asked me how I became an athletic trainer, I've always been honest with you. I have told you about how I failed in college multiple times while trying to find the right school and the right career path. I failed in classes because I did not understand how to be a good student yet. I failed because I didn't learn the same way as the others were learning around me. I have applied for jobs I did not get. I have applied to master's programs I did not get into. But through that, I was determined to be an athletic trainer, and after that, a first-generation grad student of my family. I never gave up on those goals, even when they wavered. All of those failures led me here, and I am so grateful for the opportunity to work with you and with this staff. As we said, my first day here was also your first day as a freshman. So I apologize to you now if I gave you wrong directions to a classroom, but I was still trying to find my office. There is no way that I would have known on those first days or even the first months that I would be giving this speech to you today. But during my time here, I have learned not to fear failure, but to be scared of regret. That is what I want to tell you today. Don't quit. Don't stop. Fail, but keep going. Celebrate your successes and know that you have a family here that is also celebrating you in everything that you do. Everyone on this stage and your families here today have failed along their journey, but they kept moving forward. So here are a few cliche quotes about failure and not giving up. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. If the elevator to success is broken, you'll have to use the stairs, one step at a time. And my favorite quote that I often say to the students or athletes in my office, so far, you have survived every worst day you've ever had. So enjoy your time right now and embrace the challenges that are about to come, but know that you have been given the tools here at Woodland Park to keep moving forward every time you fail. Congratulations to this class of 2023. I am so proud of each and every one of you, and I have enjoyed every moment of watching you get to the stage you're on today. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Hello, my name is Michaela Newcomb, and I have the great honor of being able to speak to you all today. As I stand here, the first thing that comes to my mind is the pride that I have to be part of the class of 2023. For some reason, I thought this day would never come, that our childhood would simply last forever, but I've proven myself wrong as we sit here, celebrating this momentous day. From the beginning of our lives up until now, we have expressed emotion. In elementary school, we truly started to express our emotions and learned how to act. Specifically, when we squealed in excitement for recess, had our first arguments with friends, and felt the shame of getting in trouble in class. In middle school, we started to figure out who we were and how we wanted to act. We experienced all the emotions in middle school as puberty hit us like freight trains and caused us to begin pursuing the romantic relationships years prior we would have gagged at. Both built upon one another and led us to our high school career. We began at freshman year. As the kids that we were suddenly entered into an environment where everyone else seemed old. Over that first week of school, we experienced anxiety, excitement, joy, and confusion. For some of us, we were suddenly using an online platform we were never exposed to. For others of us, we knew what we were doing on the online platform, but had no idea how to even start a conversation with our crush. It wasn't long, however, before we settled into high school life. We started to join together as one united class, but that all changed in a blink of an eye. It started with canceled sports games and an extended spring break. This extended spring break was one of the longest spring breaks on record, as we wouldn't come back to school before the year had finished. We suddenly felt isolated, confused, angry, and resigned. It was tough going from being in classroom to being in our bedrooms on our computers. We all craved social settings that only met us with muted microphones and conversations through our screens. Even with everything stacked against us, we made it through the year, hoping that things would go back to the way they were. As we moved on into sophomore year, everything was still different. Instead of going to school like normal, we started on our computers, transitioned to wearing masks at all times and socially distancing wherever we went. Although we could finally see our friends face to face and escape our homes, nothing was the way it had been. The sense of normalcy we all desired simply evaded us. Academically, we were still stuck in the hole dug by the pandemic that we struggled to find a way out of. Emotionally, a lot of us were not at our highest. Fear was ever present and hope for things to go back to normal faded. We all started to wonder when we would finally be able to see one another smile or have the chance to go to a school dance again. Thankfully, we were still young and had much of high school still ahead of us. Junior year was different. The world was finally healing, and we were starting to see things go back to normal. However, we were now upperclassmen with no sense of what a normal school year was like, let alone what it truly meant to be an upperclassman. When we were feeling stress, we were also feeling stress like we had never felt before. Unlike freshman and sophomore year, we were faced with thinking about our futures beyond high school for the first time. And we were faced with we're challenged with classes far more difficult than we had ever taken before. Even though we were stressed and for many days exhausted, we came together our junior year, and we felt a sense of community within our grade that wasn't there before. Before the pandemic, none of us even wanted to be involved with school spirit. Before the pandemic, we were still a divided class, trying to bridge the gap left from middle school. Although the pandemic was negative in many ways, if there's one positive to take from it, we learned to embrace the time we got to spend with one another and finally set aside our differences to come together as one class. This leads me to senior year, the year above all years. We had finally made it to the top, and it was exciting. On the other hand, unlike every other year before this, we didn't have a definite next step. Instead of knowing what building or classrooms we would be in the following year, we would have to figure that out on our own and where we would go from there. Some of us felt frustrated and anxious about these huge decisions, and others of us were excited, ready for the next step. I think I can speak for all of us, though, as I say we're very happy that we're not having to come back for another year of high school. This year, many of us led sports teams to playoffs or great accomplishments, led our extracurriculars to state, nationals, and more, and made some of the greatest memories of our lifetimes. This year, we finally got to lay back and relax, as we had some more freedom than we ever had before in our classes, and for many of us had free periods and easier schedules. Most of all, though, This year, we fully embraced our experience in high school as we prepared for our high school journey to draw to an end. I can say with full confidence that we are a class to be proud of as we found our way here to this day. This day is unlike any other day. We didn't come to school to sit at our desks, to take notes or study, but to be honored with a ceremony to celebrate us. Unlike any other day, we will experience some of the most intense emotions we have ever felt together. Today is a day that we look to our family members who cry tears of joy because of the pride they have in our accomplishments. Today is a day that we say goodbye to friends for the last time, or simply say see you soon. Today is a day where we will no longer call ourselves high schoolers, but rather high school graduates. We will smile, cry, shout, and laugh together on this day as we take in this moment that will forever change our lives. Today is a day where we remember all the wonderful memories we made with our teachers and with our friends we are leaving behind. Today is a day where we hugged our loved ones and thanked them for supporting us every step of the way. Today is the last day that we are united as a class of 2023. But most of all, today is the day where we are proud to be the class of 2023. Thank you.
Good morning to all staff, students, family, and friends joining us here this morning. On August 21st, 2019, the class of 2023 walked through the Panther doors of Woodland Park High School feeling, well, let's just say we were excited for the typical high school experience. All the while these tiny freshmen walked on campus, none of us could have expected our wildly uncommon experience. We must have missed all the fine print labels of online classes, COVID tests, quarantines, and mask mandates. Each of these were a substantial part of our high school experience. Understandably, each of us was impacted differently, but we learned how to navigate the adversity of the world. We learned how to be successful in a world full of unknowns. While success is a word that carries much meaning, it is not easily defined. The dictionary defines success as a favorable or prosperous termination of attempts or endeavors, so the accomplishment of one's goal. To each individual sitting in front of me, their goal looks different from the person on their left side and the right side. So like I said, not easily defined. As a student who is involved academically and in extracurriculars, I've seen success in different forms. Whether that is the wins and losses of a season, number of community service hours completed, a lesson you've learned, or passing a class from the teacher you tried to avoid. Sorry, Mr. P. As we are the class that is adaptable to circumstances, I was interested in what each student learned participating in extracurricular activities. As a student body who is widely involved, it was certainly unpredictable. Every student within the student body has achieved a different goal during the duration of their time at Woodland Park High School. The class of 2023 has learned qualities such as kindness, discipline, respect, dedication, confidence, accountability, and competition. We've learned skills to help us become strong leaders, balance all planned and last-minute activities, and how to climb outside your comfort zone. We've learned that our goals are not easily achievable, but with the qualities we've learned, we are steps closer to accomplishing our goal. We've learned to push through when you're tired, because that's when you truly find your limits, especially during conditioning drills. We've learned that building positive relationships can have an immense impact on our life. These relationships can help with motivation, optimism, teamwork, and communication skills. We've learned to be comfortable with ourselves, advocate for ourselves, become mentally tough in unpredictable situations, love the long and twisty road to our goals, and know that we have people who love and see us. We've learned that striving to be better is a constant state of growth that is not an easy task, especially when growing in the face of hardship. On August 21st, 2019 was the start of the highs and lows we asked for walking through the Panther doors, ready to start high school. Now, May 27th, 2023, it's our last time walking out the Panther doors in hopes that the lessons we've learned will help our future success. The real world is now our sanctuary to learn how to be successful in a world full of unknowns. Congratulations, Panthers, we did it.
Well done both of you. Thank you, Melissa. Great words. Thank you. So now is the time you've all been waiting for, right? Before we get started handing out the diplomas, I'd like to take a moment for special recognition, though, for two of our seniors. As a building principal, we value many things in a student body or a class. At the very top of the list, we look to student leaders who can help carry the culture of a building, a culture of care for one another, a culture of respect, a culture of commitment, a culture of acceptance, a culture of drive, determination, and of course, a culture of excellence. For many years, as a principal, I've taken the liberty that comes with this position to select one or two outstanding seniors to be recognized with the Principal's Leadership Award. There is no specific criteria for this award other than what I mentioned just a moment ago. It's my choice. Any of our incredible student council, National Honor Society, Beta Club, Eagle Scouts, Girl Scouts, or a host of other members of this class could easily have been selected to receive it, and they certainly would have been deserving. Nevertheless, the seniors that I want to recognize today are two of the most noteworthy leaders of the class of 23, and they have been for 4 years. They are influencers, they are example setters, they are example setters for how to treat their fellow classmates or anyone at our school. They set a standard for who Panthers really are. They are great students, incredibly caring people, and quite simply remarkable in every way. I want to thank them personally for setting an example every day with their cheerful smiles and genuine enthusiasm. Their kindness to fellow students, the recognition of effort from their teachers, their dedication to the Panther ethos, and simply for being the kind of Panthers that we want all of our students to aspire to be. Would the following students please come forward and be recognized by your class and by me? DJ Summerall, and Nia Nicholsburg. All right, go back to you two. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Witt, members of the Board of Education, district administrative leaders, it is my pleasure to inform you that these students here in front of you on this field today have met the requirements as set forth by for graduation by the Woodland Park RE2 School District. I present to you the class of 2023. Will you please come forward and receive your diplomas? Karina Josephine Alba. Hayden William Anderson, summa cum laude. Praveen Kumar Arul.
Braylon Renee Barnes, cum laude. Casey Matthew Belding. Jacob Morgan Brooks. Nathan William Cernyar. Sonny Dean Cicerelli. Camilla Ivory Conley, summa cum laude. Allison Marie Costello. Jackson James Kripe. Alexia Lachelle Kieran. Hayden Anthony Davis. Amelia Jewel DeHerder. Trinity Nicole Diamond. Wyatt Reed Eckhart. Haley Brooke Elliott, summa cum laude. Bricio S. Morris. Trevor Wesley Farmer. Corey Niall Fisher. Colton John Fisher. Gideon Lane Flint. Jarrett Boone Freed. Rebecca Clarice Fuquay, summa cum laude. Alexis Ann Gallagher. Seth David Gallion. Lola Elise Garverick.
Morgan Elizabeth Gillespie. Emma Grace Graber, summa cum laude. Caleb Michael Graves. Cheyenne Bea Gutierrez. Brandon Estrellas Hamlow. Aiden Alejandro Hernandez. Kaylee Shea Hill. Ethan Dane Horton. Parker Henry Horton. Caleb Thomas Hughes. Jordan Eric Inglesby. Cheyenne Marie Johnson. Carly Anne Marie Cow. Luke James Kettler. Kira Riley Kidd. Marin Joanne Kleppy. Mackenzie Renee Langhart. Adam Michael Meducha. Summa cum laude. Avery Avis Elizabeth Larson. Cum laude. Katie Elizabeth Larson. Olivia Marley Ledford. Danielle Nicole Little. Macy Alexis Lundgren. Sage Elizabeth Barlow. Isaac Joseph Marney. Samuel Alejandro Marquez. Kaiden Michael Marsh.
Claire Elizabeth May. Tanner J. McAfee. Tyler Jacob McDonald. Xander Richard Mengel. Alexander Roland Miller. Ian Nathaniel Miller. Hayden Grace Molina. Brianna Elise Montero. Noah Joseph Nelson. Michaela Grace Newcomb. Mia Shea Nicholsburg. Jennifer Marie O'Shea. Teresa Paskakova. Marion James Patterson. Liam Isaac Quinn. Sierra Nicole Ramirez. Sydney Madison Roshek, cum laude. Gianna Renee Roscom. Aaron Isaac Ross. Ava Marie Schmidt, cum laude. Curtis Robert Schoenberger. Tristan Wyatt Schroll. Louis Marciano Stroh. Corbin Avery Shirley. Bella Simmons. Isabella Rose Slocum. Brad Charles McConich. Chase Wade Steele. Aaron Christian Stewart. Kayla Leanne Steinmetz. Lorna Renee Stone. Daniel Joshua Summerall. Shelley Victoria Sweezy. Joshua David Tanis, summa cum laude. Avery Michelle Thomas, cum laude. Samuel Edward Thorpe. Etta Louise Titus. Nicholas Liam Toll. Taylor Ashlyn Travis. Kylie Mackenzie Tring. Carter Thomas Vigil. Shaylin Kai Waters, summa cum laude. Caden Bruce Wedhoff. Charity Shalom Weeks. Aiden Lane Wegman Hole. Grant James Wickman. Titus Jeffrey Wig. Quinn McKenna Wilmus. Morgan Corin Wilson. Bodie Jackson Wolin. Annabelle Sage Woodward. Delaney Isis Savada.
For those of you, one totally avoidable expense that I'll call personal pleasure, which includes going out to restaurants and can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Some other expenses, beer. We spent $130.
Now, graduates, 2023, it's my great pleasure to bring to the stage the senior class president, Mr. Chase Steele, for the turning of the tassel. Graduates, please rise and follow Chase's lead. Hey. Wait, not ready. Fine. It'll be fine.